Hi guys, welcome back to another video session from Idioma Ricardo Palma. This is your teacher Renato Cerron, and today's objective is to give advice on health remedies by using should. This is actually a goal that comes from our course English 1, and that belongs to our book World English Intro, unit number 10. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, class, to begin with this whole lesson, first we need to read what happens to our friend Elena. She's sick, so let's take a look at what she says. I feel terrible. My head hurts. Also, I cough a lot and I can't stop sneezing. So, based on her symptoms, guys, I would like you to answer this question. What's wrong with Elena? I'm going to give you a couple of ideas, and you guys are going to tell me what the answer is. Letter A, she has a toothache. Letter B, she has a cold. Or letter C, she has a backache. So what's the answer, guys? Yes, that's right. She has a cold. Correct. So now that we know what the problem is, here we have two friends that are gonna give her some recommendations. So let's take a look at them. Her first friend says, oh, friend, you should stay at home and get some rest. And her second friend says, also, you should go to the hospital and see a doctor. So now that we read both recommendations, guys, what word do we use to give them? What word do we use to give these recommendations? Wonderful, that's right. We use should. Okay, so let's have, guys, this word over the next slide. Okay, so we know, guys, that we use should, right, to give recommendations. We use, guys, this modal verb to give advice. So it is used to say that something is a good idea. So now that we know when we have to use should, let's take a look, guys, at its structure. Let's take a look at how we are gonna work with this modal verb. Okay, so in this next slide, we guys have the affirmative and negative structure. To be honest, it's very easy to work with this modal verb. Teacher, why? Because all of these subject pronouns, I, you, he, she, it, we, they, are going to work the same way with this modal verb. Should, if it's affirmative, and shouldn't, if it's negative. Not only that, but after using this modal verb, we guys need to have a verb, and this verb has to be in its base form. For example, you should see a doctor. She shouldn't see a doctor. We should see a doctor. So that's the idea. All of these subject pronouns are going to work the same way if it's affirmative or negative with should. Okay, guys, so let's have some practice now. And this time, we are going to take a look at Susie's situation. So she has a headache, as you can see. What should she do? Is the question. Okay, guys, please give me a hand and tell me, or let's say, give her some recommendations. Let's give her some advice. Take a look at the pictures, guys. What recommendations can you give her? Correct, that's right. I think she should lie down. Well done. Terrific. I think she should go to bed. And what about shouldn't, guys? Yeah, that's correct. She shouldn't go to a party, right? Well done, guys. Let's have another situation here, this time with our friend Sheldon. So he's terribly sick. The question is, what should he do? Okay, so now you guys tell me. Look at the pictures and give him some recommendations. Well done. I think he should see a doctor. Splendid. I think he should take some cough medicine. And how about, guys, the last one? That's right. He shouldn't eat ice cream. Now that we have practiced with affirmative and negative sentences using should, let's take a look, guys, at the questions. How can we formulate questions using should? Let's begin, guys, by working with yes, no questions. How can we formulate a yes, no question using this modal verb? So far, we guys learned how to work with the affirmative and negative way. So we're going to take one example from here based on Elena, and we guys are going to say, right? Elena, right? She should see a doctor, right? So now we guys are going to transform this affirmative statement into a yes no question by switching the order. So the modal verb should is going to go at the beginning, and the subject Elena is going to go after the modal verb. And we guys have now our yes no question. Should Elena see a doctor? Okay, so the question is there. How about the answers? Teacher, we have just two options, yes and no. That's right. So that's what we're going to say. Should Elena see a doctor? Yes, she should. Or no, she shouldn't. Of course, as you can see, guys, I am using she. I am using this subject pronoun to replace our friend Elena. Let's continue working, guys, with these yes no questions over the next slide. So what I want you to do here now is to put the words in order to get this question and answer it depending on the mark in brackets, in parentheses. For example, if it has a check mark, that means that the answer is positive. If it has an X mark, that means that the answer is negative. For instance, number one, we have Miguel to hospital should go the check mark. What would be the question, guys? Correct. That's right. Should Miguel go to the hospital? And how about the answer? Remember that we have a check mark here. So we say, yes, he should. That's right. Well done. How about, guys, these following numbers, these following exercises? I'm going to give you some time to work on them, and then we'll check the answers. Okay, you can start. Okay, so I think we can start checking exercise number 2. What is the question, guys? Well done. Should you have cold drinks? And how about the answer? Take a look. X mark. Correct. No, I shouldn't. How about exercise number 3? What is the question? Wonderful. Should Sandra get some rest? How about the answer? That's right. Yes, she should. Okay, guys, we have one more. Number 4. What is the question? Excellent. Should Harry and Lucas eat ice cream? The answer? Okay, that's right. No, they shouldn't. Okay. So now that we have practiced with yes, no questions, let's now, guys, and see how we can formulate WH questions. All right. We already know how to work with yes, no questions, right? You must remember this example. Should Elena see a doctor? So we are gonna use, guys, this yes, no question to have our WH questions. Look. So the only thing we are going to do is to add a WH word at the beginning. For example, why? Why should Elena see a doctor? Another example, when? When should Elena see a doctor? One more, how should Elena see a doctor? So it is really simple to formulate WH questions having, guys, that just no question here, because we just need that WH word at the beginning. Of course, before should. Now, let's have, guys, once again, some practice and see how you go. We, my friends, are going to transform these yes, no questions into WH questions by using the word in parentheses. For instance, take a look. Should Miguel go to the hospital? Okay, if I want to transform this yes, no question into a WH question, so then I'm going to use this WH word and we're going to say, why? Why should Miguel go to the hospital? See. Okay, how about, guys, exercise number 2? You can help me out. Correct, pretty easy, you see. When should you have cold drinks? Okay, how about number 3 now? That's right. Where should Sandra get some rest? And how about, guys, number 4, the last one? Indeed. Excellent. How should Ari and Lucas eat ice cream? Okay, so once again, guys, if you want to have these WH questions, you just need to include a WH word at the beginning. Of course, having these yes, no questions. Now, we, my friends, are going to take a look at, this piece of homework. All right. So in pairs, I want you guys to make 9 sentences using the words in this table. For example, I'm gonna start with this topic for healthy teeth, right? And then you guys are gonna choose one of these two options. Let's say that we guys begin working with should. Okay, so the next part has to be coherent. The idea that you are going to use here needs to be logical. For example, for healthy teeth, you should go to the dentist every 6 months. See? All right. Or if you want to use the other option, in this case, the negative form, yeah, we can also use it as long as we use, guys, a coherent idea. So what do we say? For example, for healthy teeth, you shouldn't eat a lot of candy. Hmm? Okay, and that will be, guys, your assignment. Okay, class, so we've finished, and I need to say thank you so much for watching the video. I hope to see you next time, and take good care of yourself. Bye-bye.